In today's episode of Gardening 101, we started off by giving you a better understanding of the process that plants go through before reaching your local nursery. Now we join Linda Galvad at the Saxon Hotel's organic rooftop vegetable garden to find out more about ways you can protect your precious produce.
Today I'm at the Saxon Hotel Villas and Spa at the organic rooftop vegetable garden, and we're going to talk about pest control. My students always ask me about 4 main pests and the solutions there too. So I thought that we'd bring that in and we'd teach you all these tricks on how to control them. So come with me and I'm going to show you the first one. What we have here is a little pear, and it is a bit small to cover right now, so you would need to leave it a while until it gets to just before it starts to ripen. But this trick that I'm going to show you is how to ward off the birds, and you can use it for all your fruit and especially your tomatoes. So what we have here is an organza jewelry bag, and I'm using a white one. You can use a white, yellow, silver or gold. Those are the 4 best colors. And what you do is you just pop it over gently and pull the drawstrings. Try not to pull them too tight, but taut enough that they don't get blown off by the wind, and birds will not be able to touch your precious fruit. This we find to work exceptionally well. We do have to cover many tomatoes, but it's worth it. What I have here is an absolute must-have for any organic vegetable garden, and that is a snail trap. It's really easy to make, and you are recycling your old yogurt containers. Dig a hole, make sure that you cut out these little windows in front and securely place it into the soil, but level with the soil surface, so that these little windows in front here, the snails can happily crawl into. Snails are attracted to beer. They love the smell and they love the taste. So all you need to do is buy the cheapest beer you can find and pour in about 6 centimeters of beer into the bottom of the container. There you go, that should do it. It's really important to have a lid, because when the garden gets watered, you don't want the beer to dilute. So you close that up and you let the snails come to their happy end. These yellow card traps are an absolute must-have. I'm sure all of you know how terrible whitefly can be. They're those tiny 3 millimeter long white flies, and they become prolific really quickly. So I always say, when you even spot a few of them, get these yellow traps out there as soon as possible. The great thing about it is you can use them in your greenhouses as well. You just suspend them from the roof, and I'm going to show you how easy they are to do at home. All you need is this bright yellow cardboard. Now, it's very particular that you need yellow. Most insects, friend or foe, are attracted to the color yellow. So you've also got to be careful, because your beneficial insects are also attracted to this color, and they will unfortunately also be trapped. So what I've done here is I've cut 10 centimeter strips quite easily. You can buy this cardboard from your local stationery store. You fold it in half, just like that, and you punch the open end together. Very simple. And you get yourself a society stick, which you thread through the holes so that the bottom, the sharp side, goes into the soil. There you go. You need some petroleum jelly, which you just wipe onto the surface. You don't have to be so pedantic. You just need to cover 80% of the yellow card, and that will do it. You can do both sides, of course, which we're going to do now. And once that's done, you place it next to the plant that you see has the most whitefly. whitefly will get stuck all over the cards, and once you see that they're completely covered, you remove it. It's not a good idea to have these in your garden for more than 3 weeks at a time because, as I mentioned, it does attract your beneficial insects as well. And unfortunately, you don't want to see many of them on here. We all know about fruit flies. They are the most pesky, irritating little insects, and they definitely destroy our fruit crops, don't they? So we have got the best little DIY tool that you can make at home to get rid of them. It's really simple, and you've probably got all the ingredients in your kitchen cupboard. So what we have here is a soda bottle. As you can see, I've already cut the lid off quite simply just with the scissors or a sharp knife, and you invert the lid into the rest of the bottle. The 2/3 that are left are a good idea so that the fruit flies can actually fly around in there and can't get out. You need some masking tape, apple cider vinegar, and just normal dish soap. That's all you need. And you will need some twine so that you can hang these up in your trees. So what I've done here is I have one already made, as you can see. I'm going to make one for you so you can see exactly how it works and how simple it is. Once you've placed the inverted top into the bottom, you take your masking tape and you secure it. Quite simple. Just going to do that. There you go, done. You need to make 2 holes on the side like I've done over here. And I've put the twine through and secured it with a knot. Pretty sturdy. Then you need to take your apple cider vinegar and pour about 6 centimeters into the bottom. Now the amazing thing with fruit flies is that besides the fact that they're attracted to the apple cider vinegar, is that they can actually hover on the surface of the apple cider vinegar, and you don't want that. You actually want them to drown, and that's where the dish soap comes in handy. You only need 3 drops, which is sufficient. What that does is that when the fruit flies do hover on the surface, they actually sink instead of being able to fly out if they can find their way out. So there you go. That's it. We've put our 3 drops in, give it a swirl, and there you have it. You can place this in your apricot trees, your peach trees. It's really effective. When you see that most of your liquid has evaporated and you have a lot of dead fruit flies in here, you just take off your masking tape, clean it out, pour more apple cider vinegar in and some dish soap, replace your masking tape and go and hang it up again. You need probably about 2 or 3 of them per tree, and you won't have any problems with fruit flies.
After the break, I join Michael Rickhoff in the next step of designing your own garden. This time we're looking at introducing structural lines into the design.